Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. And last few segments here of the night, the great Joe Matarese is with me, the great comedian, my old friend Joe Matarese.
How are you?
Who started a frenzy amongst my family and friends last time he was here. My mother, my sister, everybody called her, all worried about Joe because you said you were drunk last time you were here.
They actually were worried about me?
Yeah, of course.
Are you serious?
Well, they've known you for a long time, and I mean, they see what that road got for me.
Really?
And they're like, "Is Joe okay?"
Do you know how
Even
many...
my girlfriend Adrian, we did a stand-up at the Gotham Comedy Club, January the 12th. We were there, and Adrian comes up to me, my girl, and goes, "Boy, Joe said he was drunk. He told me he was drunk. Does he have a problem?" I'm like, "I don't know. Everybody told me Joe's got a problem."
Can't people just have fun? Like...
Not around me.
Because you had a problem.
I've ruined it for
me. That anyone who's buzzed has got an issue.
No, you're right. Okay, everyone's buzzed, but you got the medication going on with the cilantro.
Come on.
What are you thinking?
We don't need to talk about this.
All
Come
right.
on. Tell your family everything is okay.
You're okay. Okay, good.
Everything is fine. You know how many tweets I got after that appearance from people saying... You were fine. Artie was exaggerating. I got a lot of those.
All right, fine. Listen, everyone thought I was exaggerating too.
Are you hammered now?
No.
I don't believe him.
I had a couple. I
He's
haven't
in denial.
No drinks today. I haven't been drinking.
Well, last time you were here, you had a couple of drinks.
Well, I can remember a time hanging with you where I drank so little that it was embarrassing, and now that I'm up to not even close to where you were, and now I have a problem.
No, I know you're right. It's time. Hanging with me is a chore.
Come on.
And you've pointed that out.
I don't ever have alcohol in a Slurpee cup you with like a straw. I remember we did a show with a therapist on stage, and you came out with a Jack and Water in the interview with a therapist. I'm not at that.
Well, no, that was a Sunday afternoon, I think.
And I've never done cocaine. I've only
You've never done coke?
No, and I've only seen it done once, and I was like, ugh, what are they doing? Me. Yeah, I swear to God.
You've never seen cocaine?
Only one time I saw a guy do it.
Who was doing it?
I've never seen it.
No, yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Oh, stop it.
I've seen people go bananas with it.
Yeah, I know, Mike. We know you have. But where did you guys grow up? I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe it was popular in my
from Philly.
It was popular in my high school. The year, my last 2 years in high school, I remember there was a big drug bust and undercover cops in Cherry Hill at Cherry Hill East. There was a lot of rich kids in our school that were selling drugs, but I never was friends with those kids. We were more of the pot guys.
Yeah. Well, coke is expensive. That's the other thing. You got to have some scratch to buy it. But I don't know. It was always around. Like when we first started doing comedy, it was always around.
I never had anyone offer it to me doing stand up. Is that weird? I guess I don't know.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I used to start going to those after hours clubs. That's what happened to me. Because it was gambling and the coke. That was a combination. You never saw it either?
No.
You never saw that or steroids?
No.
What kind of a football player are you?
No, or HGH. Well, I never saw anything, man.
You never saw anything?
They would test us, and I was so scared.
So you would be scared of, so you never did anything?
I wouldn't drink Red Bull because I thought maybe
so
they didn't have it in the
You were in the NFL for 7 years on just pure, real physical ability.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it could have been 10. My goal was 10, and I failed at that goal, which really got me down. For
7
a few
years is enough. I mean, come on, get over it.
Well, in retrospect, I mean, I don't feel that great anymore, physically. So I'm glad that it stopped.
It's funny, like with comedy, your goal is less years. In football, it's more. I just want to do stand up. I just want to do stand up for 7 years and out. And I'm at 24 years. I'm still at the ho hut.
You play with Freddie Mitchell. That guy was completely straight. With the people's champion, remember that guy? You remember?
Well, he's not saying all his buddies were. I mean, but he didn't hang out with all those guys.
You hang out with him?
Yeah, and Freddie was he was an interesting dude, and I just saw him on Celebrity Millionaire Matchmaker. He was on that show.
God.
He was the millionaire on Millionaire Matchmaker.
But some people, see, here's the thing: some people really are just lunatics. They're not on drugs.
Yeah, and that was Freddie.
He was
a lunatic. There were, most people were. Doing it by the book, as far as most people. I mean, it's you have the aberrations and the people who feel like they can get away with stuff, and they would get busted.
Even on the Crazy Raiders. But you weren't on the Crazy Raiders.
Well, when I was
the Rich
there,
Gannon Raiders.
Well, when I was there, I mean, they brought in like every guy from Tecmo Bowl You know, like the actual players that you played on Tecmo Bowl.
Right.
They were all on my team. You know, it was all old guys. You know, we were made to win that year. And none of those guys, I mean, they were doing stuff that was legal.
Right.
You know, all the supplementation you could think of, a whole tackle box full of pills and stuff like that, but everything was within the parameters set by the league.
Right. Well,
it was just too scary to risk throwing it all away. That's such a great gig.
You're risk throwing everything
You
away. I
don't
mean, no
wanna
matter
throw
what,
it
no
away.
matter what you're doing, you're risk throwing. Let me ask you this: the one person you saw do coke, was it me?
No, I never saw you.
Was
do
it in
coke.
show business?
No, you hid in your hotel room and did your.
Well, no, but
stuff.
I never did.
saw
I
you do
never
it.
did cocaine ever past the year 1997.
Oh, okay.
No, that was. I stopped doing cocaine in '97. My life had become such chaos from it, and I got arrested, and I stopped in '97. Yeah, I was. See, that's the thing. Cocaine is a social drug.
Yeah.
See, by the time we were on the road quite a bit, I was doing opiates, and that is a very, like, you want to isolate. You don't want to be around people. You just want to hang out. You just want to get messed up and, watch TV or something or read a book,
I saw someone do coke when I had a summer house in Wildwood, New Jersey when I was 17.
So it
the
wasn't
year
even-
I graduated high school.
So it wasn't even in show business.
Nope.
It wasn't show business related.
No, it was a Jewish friend of mine. We were all Guidos.
Was it a Jewish friend?
All Guidos, and we had one Jewish Guido in our house.
So so does that mean anything? I mean, that he was Jewish in the coke?
He thought he was a Guido. I told you about this guy
And that's
before.
one of the requirements, coke?
I don't know. That's the guy that did
Typical
it.
Jewish kid, he didn't bring enough coke for everybody?
No, I remember sitting and I was like, ooh. I remember going, ooh, he's weird.
Oh,
Ooh.
really?
Yeah, it didn't. I grew up very straight laced. I mean, my parents aren't big drinkers.
My
never
parents weren't
smoked
either.
cigarettes. Just
Well,
like,
my mother smoked a lot, but my father, but not a lot. But my father was straight laced. He drank once a year, but he was nuts in other ways.
Yeah.
But wow, so you never got involved? I'm sorry.
no. My dad was like an Alan Alda Italian. That's how I
Right.
describe him.
Right.
That's the second time Alan Alda's come up this show.
That's
Mash.
right.
Alan Alda on his way back.
Wait a minute. Why did he come up before?
Chris talked about him.
Who
Said he
did?
saw him.
Chris who?
Our guy.
Oh, Chris Laker.
Chris Lakers, yeah.
Oh no, but he said that
He
off the air.
said he saw. Oh, really?
Did he say that off the air?
I don't know. It's all a blur.
I don't know. You see, that's the problem. You don't know what happens off or on the air here.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Laker, the other comic.
He said he
was in-
saw him in Staten Island.
He was in. No, he saw him on the Upper West
There's
Side.
no way Alan Alda has ever been to Staten Island.
no,
That's
no.
hilarious.
No.
Okay.